All right, so I know I have taken a little bit of an impromptu break from YouTube. More on that later, but I'm happy to be back today. And I'm also back on track with my diet and eating plan for 2024. So let's get into what I ate this week. I was literally just gonna say happy Monday, but it's actually not Monday, it's Tuesday. It's the day after the holiday, January 2nd. So we are officially hopping back on the weight loss bandwagon today. This is what I'm having for breakfast this morning. It's actually almost 11 o'clock, but I tend to eat breakfast a little bit later. Anyway, what I'm having this morning is some egg bites. These are turkey, sausage, and cheese egg bites. I actually got them from HelloFresh with my dinner box. They're actually quite good. I just cooked them in the air fryer, 360 for about 10 minutes. And then I found these little cottage cheese cups at Hy-Vee, which are kind of cool for portion control. This is the Kemp's brand, 4%. So anyway, that's what I had for breakfast. I had already had some coffee, and I'm also going to fill up one of my water cups. Okay, so I'm gonna mix up some of this Element electrolyte mix. I love using this because it kind of takes away the monotony of just drinking plain water all the time. And I like to mix mine with a lot of water, like 32 ounces of water, but you can really mix it with as much or as little water as you like. And then what I do also is I keep this jug of water in the fridge, so it's already cold, and I don't even have to add ice to it. Okay, so it's lunchtime, and we just got back from like a quick little weekend vacation yesterday, so I don't have a whole lot to choose from, but I do have a little bit of a leftover rotisserie chicken, and then I have this Thai cashew chopped salad kit that I got at Aldi. So I think I'm just going to combine some of the chopped up chicken with this, and that will be a really good lunch that is super quick. Okay, so I'm just finishing up my workday in the next hour or so. I'm having a cappuccino. I found these ones that you can make in the Keurig. They're really good. It comes with a K-cup and then this froth packet that you basically just empty this into the cup, and then you brew the K-cup on top of it. And it actually makes it quite like foamy and delicious. I highly recommend them. I can only find them on Amazon, so I'll link them down below. And then I'm gonna have a Power Crunch protein bar. These are one of my favorite protein bars because they don't taste like a protein bar. They kind of taste like a Kit Kat. It's only like 220 calories, 13 grams of protein. So this one is the wild berry. I actually really like all the flavors. Okay, so tonight for dinner, I'm going to make these chicken Philly sandwiches and roasted potatoes. Okay, so I'm gonna season the chicken for the sandwiches with some Italian seasoning, and then some pepper and some salt. All right, I've got a baking sheet over here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut my potatoes into wedges, and I'll get those into the oven since they'll take a little bit to roast. I'm just gonna spray my potatoes with avocado oil spray and season them with salt and pepper and get those in the oven. I have the oven set at 450. Okay, so what I do is I try to arrange the potatoes so one flat side is down on the tray, and that will help get them crispy, and then I'll kind of flip them around halfway through. I'm gonna cut up one green bell pepper and one onion for the chicken sandwiches. The onions and peppers are done, so I just took those out and put them in a bowl. And then I've got my pan wiped out over here, so I'm just gonna put my seasoned chicken in there. Okay, I'm gonna make the sauce for the sandwiches. So I've got some mayo, sour cream, garlic powder. Okay, I'm gonna slice up some bread. I'm gonna spray this with some olive oil spray. I'll put this in the oven. Okay, so I'm just building the sandwiches. So in this one, I'm just gonna put chicken and cheese. And then on the other one for Adam, I've got the peppers and onions on there. And then I put some of the aioli on the top bun as well. Okay, so the sandwiches turned out really good, as did the fries. They're just kind of staying warm in the oven right now. I don't think I'm gonna have mine on a bun, so I need to figure out how I'm gonna eat it. So for my sandwich, I didn't want all of the calories from the bread or the hoagie roll. So basically I used a lavash bread. I added a little bit of mayo to it along with the chicken and peppers and onions. Added some cheese in there, and then I just rolled it up kind of like a burrito and cut the extra off. I stuck it in the air fryer and crisped it up, and this was really good. I've never made one of these wraps in the air fryer before with this lavash bread, but I will definitely be doing it again. It's a great way to kind of make a wrap or a sandwich and get it like a little extra crispy on the outside without adding a ton of extra calories. It was really good. Okay, good morning. I am having some eggs Benedict for breakfast. Surprisingly enough, if you use the packet hollandaise, which I do, you can eat eggs Benedict for less than 500 calories for an English muffin, 2 eggs, Canadian bacon, and the packet hollandaise sauce. It's actually pretty good. I know that eggs Benedict snobs will not like the packet hollandaise, but I use it at home because I love it. And I use my Dash mini egg cooker to get my perfectly hard poached eggs. I'm just finishing my breakfast. The only other thing I've had today is one of these accelerators, cherry lime. I will link these down below. I get them on Amazon. I have them on like auto ship. So yeah, today I just have to work all day. I still haven't figured out what I'm making for dinner tonight. Lunch will probably be a Factor meal. So you guys are gonna see me eating so many Factor meals this week in my What I Eat in a Week, and I want to thank Factor for sponsoring today's video. All right, so let's see what's in my box this week. Oh, I got the Chipotle queso frittata. This one is a breakfast. Well, I guess you could eat it for lunch too, but I'm looking really super forward to trying that. Smoky white bean and cilantro rice bowl. Oh, this is gonna be good too. Smoked tofu almond stir fry. I always love trying vegetarian meals or like vegan meals that other people make for me because I'm not super experienced with making tofu, so I'm sure this is going to be delicious. Herb cream cheese salmon. I've actually had this before. It's delicious. Red pepper queso chicken. I just had this one a couple weeks ago. It comes with rice. It's so good. Creamy Dijon pork tenderloin. That one is really good as well. And then we've got the sour cream and chive chicken. Yum. I love that they come with veggies too. And this one comes with mashed potatoes. That's delicious. Okay, so it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go ahead and have a Factor meal. I actually really missed it the last couple weeks during the holidays. I paused my deliveries because we had so much food in the house and I was gonna be out of town. But honestly, I shouldn't have paused my deliveries because there were some days where I was like, what can I eat that's healthy in this house? And I wish I would have had them on hand. Okay, so I took the sauce out and I'm just gonna stick this in the microwave for 2 minutes. All right, so here is my lunch. I went ahead and added a little slice of pepper jack cheese to this and some sour cream. And then I also had some leftover canned corn in the fridge. So I went ahead and added that as well, just to kind of add some more veggies in there. But yeah, this is super good. I'm gonna eat this. Actually a good vegetarian meal for lunch. You guys, I cannot recommend Factor enough. I have been loving every single meal that I have had from them. And if you are also working on some New Year's resolutions for healthier eating, they're so convenient. You just heat it up in the microwave and you have got an awesome chef prepared, never frozen meal in just about 2 minutes. The other thing I've really noticed about having Factor meals on hand is that I tend to eat out a lot less because I have these meals in my fridge ready to go when I need them for breakfast or lunch. So if you guys have wanted to try Factor, this new year is the perfect time. You are actually going to get 50% off your first Factor box if you use my code. You can head over to factor75.com or click the link below and use code Chapin50, that's CHAPIN50, to get 50% off your first Factor box. That is a huge discount, so definitely don't miss out. All right, so 5 stars for lunch. If you guys try out Factor, definitely try out that smoky bean and rice bowl. It was delicious. It's about 4:30. I'm just finishing up some work stuff and then I'm gonna go cook dinner, but I'm having a snack of a couple of cheese sticks and one of these Chomps turkey pepperoni. I'm sorry if you can hear Connor yelling. He's playing Fortnite. This is the last day of winter vacation. All right, so for dinner tonight, I kind of want to clean some things out of the freezer. I haven't been to the grocery store yet since we got back from our little New Year's weekend getaway this year. And so I'm basically just using up what I have, which is fantastic. I have some potatoes left, some russet potatoes left over from Christmas. So I preheated the oven. I'm gonna make baked potatoes. And then I found a bunch of partial bags of frozen fish. So these are like the beer battered fish, what do you call it? Like fish sticks. And then this is a couple pieces of Parmesan crusted tilapia. I also found this, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this because I think we'll have more than enough with the fish. This is some Real Good Foods, poblano and pepper jack chicken. These are really good if you've never had them before. They are raw, so they take a while to cook, but they're low in carbs and high in protein. And then I've got some steamable broccoli here. I'm basically trying to clean out the freezer a little bit because Adam and I are going to be getting a new fridge soon. Probably from the next couple weeks, we're going to go pick one out and order it. This fridge, you guys have heard me complain about it so much, and I'm finally ready to get a new one. It has taken me a while because it works. And by it works, I mean it keeps my food cold and it keeps my food frozen. However, pretty much everything else has broken on it. So like this drawer for the freezer has broken. Like one of the wheels fell off and we tried to reattach it several times and it just, I don't know, it hasn't worked. The ice machine is broken. That doesn't work anymore. This deli drawer is kind of messed up. And then it also gets like ice frozen under here a lot. So basically everything except its functions of cooling is broken, which is super frustrating. It's 6 years old, which I guess, is that how long appliances last now? I'm not sure. I feel like growing up in the 80s and 90s, appliances last like 20 years, but I don't think they are just built to last like that anymore. All right, so I washed up my potatoes. I'm just gonna poke them with a paring knife. And then I do not wrap mine in foil when I bake them because I like the skins to get a little bit crispy. So what I normally do is either drizzle or spray them with either olive oil or avocado oil. And then I just sprinkle the outside with a little bit of salt. And even my kids love them this way. Like Connor will just like pick the skin up and eat it after he's done eating the insides out of the potato. And I've got cheese in the fridge. I've got butter, I've got sour cream. So pretty much everything I need for potatoes. So I'm gonna go home and put these in the oven at 425 for about an hour. All right, so I was looking for a veggie side for dinner and I found some cucumbers in the fridge. So I'm gonna try this Knorr cucumber dill salad mix that I randomly found on Amazon. You guys, this is so good. I'll link it down below. It's obviously not native to the US, but it's super delicious. Basically, you just mix it with a little bit of oil and some water, and it makes the best kind of like cucumber salad vinaigrette with lots of dill in it. So I took my cucumbers and I sliced them thin with my mandolin, and then I just kind of let that sit for a little bit with the cucumbers and the dressing. And then I'm also going to microwave some broccoli spears. I get these from Costco. They're really good. And then here was the fish after I baked it up in the oven, nice and crispy. And then our baked potatoes, those turned out great as well. I had my baked potato with a ton of broccoli on top, and then a little piece of fish on the side. I need to eat baked potatoes more often because I always forget how much I love them. This is the last thing I'm going to eat today. It's almost bedtime. I need to take my meds. So this is a Dan & Lighten Fit strawberry cheesecake, Greek crunch, only 130 calories, 11 grams of protein. All right, good morning. This morning I am going to have this Factor breakfast meal. It is a chipotle queso frittata with veggies. So this should be good. I love anything Tex-Mex, especially for breakfast. Oh, I mean, I'll eat it any time of day, but you know. Okay, so this one is really good. It's basically like an egg white frittata, and then it's got this like queso sauce on top of it with veggies on the side. That's one thing I like about Factor is like, I'm not always great about cooking veggies with my breakfasts and lunches, but they provide like a good serving. So obviously I'm eating broccoli with my breakfast. I'm not even gonna be able to finish all this, but it's super good. It's just I'm full. I did have an energy drink this morning, but I'm gonna mix up one of my element packs. This one is the raspberry, which is my favorite. All right, so I'm super busy today and I just needed something super quick for lunch. So I heated up another one of these Factor meals. This one is the Parmesan chicken. It's got tomatoes and broccoli. It's really good. I've had this one before. I definitely recommend it if you guys are trying out Factor. Okay, so this afternoon after work, I had to go mail something via UPS, so I had to drop it off. So I went ahead and got a coffee at Starbucks. One of my coworkers actually gave me a gift card earlier this week because she asked me to cover for her next week on a work trip, and I said I would. So she didn't need to send me a gift card. That was very kind of her. But anyway, I was like, I'll use that. So I went and grabbed that. I ran to the store. I was gonna show you guys. So I ran to Hy-Vee just to get like some cottage cheese and some yogurt and stuff. They have pre-blended cottage cheese. It's the AE Dairy. Have you guys seen this? Like, obviously I know that people make a lot of different recipes with cottage cheese, like dips and stuff, but we're gonna try a little bite of it just because I'm super curious. And then tonight, Kira is actually at D&D. Adam is gonna pick her up in a little bit, and then Connor has basketball practice. And so I'm still doing the clean out my freezer effort. So I found some taco meat in the freezer. This was just a quart bag of taco meat that I had frozen previously. So what I'm gonna do is heat this up, and then I've also got a can of pinto beans. So I'm gonna make a little bit of refried beans with those. And then I have a ton of different sizes of tortillas. I've got like regular tortillas, burrito tortillas, all different kinds. So we'll have either burritos or tacos. I've got tomatoes I can cut up. I've got lettuce. I have salsa or taco sauce somewhere in here. I have some cheese I can grate up. Let's see, what kind do I have? Oh, you know what? Actually, I have, this is shredded. Actually, I can use this up. This is shredded Monterey Jack, and then I bought this for a different recipe, so I'm not gonna use that. But I'll shred up some of this cheddar, and then we'll have that, and we should be good to go. Okay, so this is like definitely, like it's not as smooth. Obviously, it's very smooth, but you can still see a little bit of texture in it. It's very good. It obviously tastes just like blended up cottage cheese. What I was thinking is this would be a really good dip for veggies. So a half a cup of this is only 110 calories, 12 grams of protein, versus if you did half a cup of sour cream ranch dip, it would be like 240 calories and only 4 grams of protein. So I'm gonna have to look and see if I can find some different recipes to use that in. But if you guys have ideas, let me know. I know someone on TikTok I saw, or maybe it was YouTube, made like a mac and cheese, and they used blended up cottage cheese and the cheese sauce. I also saw somebody do like a queso dip with it. So yeah, that's definitely a winner. So for the beans, I just added them to this saucepan. I added some salt, some cumin, some garlic powder, and I used a little bit of the bean liquid in there, and I'm just gonna mash these and cook them, and then we'll give them a taste and see if they need any seasoning. Oh, I put a little bit of cayenne pepper as well. Okay, so for myself, I'm gonna use these La Tortilla Factory 4-net carb tortillas. They're pretty big tortillas. They only have 60 calories per tortilla. So I think I'm just gonna do them as quesadillas. I'm gonna do 1 beef and 1 bean. Okay, so these crisped up really well. I just used a little bit of avocado oil spray, and then I just have some sour cream, and then I'm using this Herdez Taqueria red sauce. It's just kind of like a taco sauce to dip in. Hey guys, new day. I haven't talked to you basically all day. No, I basically have not talked to you at all, all day. So I'll catch you up on what I ate today. Yes, I still need to take my tree down. For breakfast, I had some cottage cheese and crackers. I had this Good Culture cottage cheese with some club crackers, and I had an energy drink and water and coffee because I was super busy this morning with work. For lunch, I had a Factor meal. I know, sue me. It was so good. It's actually one of my favorites. It's the red pepper queso chicken. It basically comes with like brown rice and peppers, and then there's like this shredded chicken in a queso sauce. It's so good. So I had that for lunch. Now it is almost 5 o'clock, and usually we have pizza on Friday nights, but we're actually having pizza on Sunday for Adam's birthday. And so I thought tonight, Connor has a friend over, so I thought we would get something else instead. So I think I'm gonna pick up KFC, which shouldn't be too bad because I've basically had not that many calories today, like 700 maybe or something like that. So I'm not too worried about eating KFC for dinner. Yeah, so I'm gonna go pick that up probably here in about half an hour. Okay, so this week was kind of a shorter week. I just showed you guys Tuesday through Friday since it was a holiday week, but I do have to update you that I kind of talked about this in the last video I filmed about my weight loss journey update, is that I am going to be starting Wegovy. So if you haven't watched that video, I'll link it down below. But basically right now I'm trying to figure out whether they're mailing it to me or whether I'm supposed to be getting it at a pharmacy locally. They had said they were mailing it to me after my last consult, but I don't have it yet. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. But I found it really interesting that, you know, with some of these like online health services where basically you're just like paying for the service rather than going to just like a regular primary care provider, that they're much more willing to just give you what you want. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I think I said, you know, in the last video that like, obviously I've struggled with my weight for a long time, and like no doctor of mine that I've ever went and talked to about my weight has ever offered me any type of these injectable weight loss meds. But then when I like sought out this online service specifically for it, then it's like, oh, well, okay, what do you want to try? Do you want to try Ozempic? Do you want to try Wegovy? Do you want to try Saxenda? And it's like, I'm not used to being asked what I want to do from a doctor. I guess I'm used to like them telling me what they think I should do. So that part was kind of interesting to me. But anyway, I will definitely keep you guys updated and film throughout the process. As far as like taking a break from YouTube, I think I just really burned myself out the last couple months of 2023, and I kind of just hit a wall and decided that I needed to just take a break. Take a break from posting on YouTube. I actually had one video that was supposed to go up like last week. I already submitted it to the brand, but they haven't approved it yet. So hopefully that one can go up soon also. But yeah, more to come. I am looking forward to filming some new and different content for you guys this year. And I think part of it also is like, I feel like my mood is kind of low as well. And obviously, like I've talked about my mental health before, I take antidepressants and things like that. But I think sometimes, especially like in the winter, your mood can kind of like ebb and flow, especially when it's like dark outside all the time. And so I need to kind of figure out some things I can integrate into my routine to keep my energy up so that I can do what I need to do. And yeah, anyway, thanks you guys for listening, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.